Hello, it has been another crazy week. I apologize. I didn't get a video out last week. I'm exhausted. I do shift rotation, so some days it's just not a vibe. Having said that, hello, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Hannah. If you're not new here, what's up? This week was a chaotic crochet fest, I guess. I have been working through my yarn stash for a hot minute, and this week I really decided I was going to pop off on all of my cottons. So, having said that, now a few of these aren't actually made this week. They were made the weekend prior. Actually, I think there's like two of them that I talked about in the video that I actually did post last. So, let's see what we got up to with the crocheting. But before that, look at these little snowman snow globes. Aren't they just the cutest little guys? I needed a break after the crocheting, so I made myself some snowman snow globes, and they're very cutesy. So besides crocheting, I guess that's what I got up to. And then I have other things. I have a list going right now. This is so much fun. I'm having a blast. Yeah, so after crocheting 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. I crocheted 9 different things this week and just little projects and cotton yarn. I don't like cotton yarn. Actually, technically it's 10 because I forgot something. This little guy. But let's whip through. We're going to talk about what I've made and if I finish the balls of yarn. Hint, I've finished a couple balls of yarn. So, I will also be inserting a random little clip at the end here of me just like crocheting because it's very fun. And yeah, we'll talk about that after. So these are two that I really enjoy. I have a love-hate relationship with loofahs. I really don't like them. They're gross. You can't exactly sanitize plastic. But a washcloth always falls out of place on my hands, and I also get bugged with that. So it's a me thing, okay? So I made 2 of these, and they're so fun. I haven't blocked any of these, okay? So don't come for me. I will be blocking them and having them more malleable. But they're little scrubbers, like actual scrubbers, so I don't have to worry about like the cloth slipping out of my hands. Everything is literally attached. Like, they don't even fly off. That's fantastic. I love it. And I do have more cotton yarn to finish, so I will be making a couple more of these because I do like to switch out my things every shower, as you should. Especially for someone like me in the job I work in a really nasty factory with like mold, bugs, grossness, okay? So when I come home, I stink and you gotta scrub the stank away, okay? So these, beautiful. So I made 2 of them. This ball of cotton yarn we did finish. Actually, that is what created this because I was trying to make a bigger face cloth. This size, as you can tell, that did not happen. But I had enough yarn, and I played yarn chicken. I do believe I only ended up with like 2 inches left after this. And I was like, oh, we'll put that in. Perfect. Like, it was literally the perfect size for my hand, so I'm not mad about it at all. So once I steam it and block it, it will hopefully be a little less like hard and stiff. But I also do enjoy that it's stiff because it's not like flimsy. I want it to be able to scrub. So these 2, this yellow yarn I did not finish yet. I do still have enough that I'm hopefully, I'm dropping everything. I am hoping that I have enough to make another one of these in this color. If not, I do have green that I will be trying to use in these as well. So there's 2 projects done this week. The next thing, oh my goodness, a lovely coworker of mine enjoys my crocheting. She loves seeing me do it, and she had commissioned me to make her a set of dishcloths. Because I already had this cotton, I feel really bad charging people for my work, especially when it's just like a basic dishcloth, which is like it's definitely a me thing. Okay, we cannot blame other people for that. That's a me thing. But like, I got this cotton like skein for free. I inherited it from my mother-in-law, so I didn't want to charge her anything for them. I was literally going to make them for her and give them to her. But she She said no. She said I had to pay me, or she had to pay me. So she gets 4 of these for 20 bucks. She said she wasn't going any lower. So 20 bucks gets her these. And I'm not a fast crocheter, and you may actually see that in this clip after, but I am slow. One of these probably takes me a good like 1 to 2 hours, and that's if I don't get distracted. But I'm new to crochet. I'm not a fast crocheter, and I hate the feel of cotton yarn in my hands. So it makes it a lot of like more of a struggle for me to crochet with cotton yarn. So it does take me a hot minute, but I wasn't going to charge her like an hourly rate when they're just little dishcloths. So I was like, I had actually said like, just give me $10, and she said no, 20 or nothing, or like 20, or she was gonna go higher. So she gets 4 of these. And with that being said, I'm actually going to pause it right here. I'm going to insert that clip of me just working on one of these. I think I was literally doing the last one before I was like, I didn't film any of my crocheting this week. So I'm going to pop that in right now. So enjoy a 6-minute little break of watching me at a really bad angle. Guys, have you guys ever realized that like from just some angles, like I'm all double chin. It's really not good. But yeah, here you go. Go watch that, and I will be back in a few minutes for you. All right, we're back. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If it made you turn away or if you skipped through it, I'm not upset. I get it. I know some people don't enjoy watching just like a time lapse. I do try to put it in 2 speed, and I try to add some decent little funky music in there for you guys. Now that I figured out how to do it, there we go, learning new skills. I really didn't know how to do that before. So there are like 3 videos on my YouTube that are complete silence, which I find very entertaining. But so we had the 4 dishcloths, we have the 2 body scrubbers, we have 2, I guess, personal dishcloths for me as well. They could be used as face cloths or more body scrubbers. If I decide to put like a strap on this one, it would work. I don't have any more yarn of this one. We finished this ball. So this one is a ball down, which I think, yeah, that's the same as these ones. So this ball is 1 down. These 2, and I should be able to get 1 more out of this skein, and then she'll be done. So we're down to 2. Oh, this one, we did not finish the skein of yarn. It was a massive skein of yarn. It was literally the biggest skein I have of cotton yarn. I probably could make another dozen of these, at least. At minimum 10, okay? At minimum, I can make another 10 dishcloths out of what's left of that skein. So I may just be making some dishcloth gifts for my stepmom and my bonus mom for Easter. I don't usually do gifts for stuff like that, but I mean, let me get here in the cream. Like, look at how that's so like tan, and then you got like the little speckles. It just gives Easter, and I feel like they would really appreciate having some Easter dishy cloths. I probably won't see them for a few more weeks, so I will have time to do some other projects in between and then work on these. I think in total for the 4 of these this week, I probably spend like a good 8 hours. So if I can, you know, even if I pump out 1 or 2 a week for the next couple of weeks, I should be able to get 2 more sets of 4, so 1 for each house. So that's on my list to do as well. I should actually add that to the list. I'll have to add that to the list. I'm making a mental note. Don't let me forget it, guys. But, so, we have 2 cloths. These will probably have to stay in my kitchen. 2 scrubbers, 4 custom cloths. Then we have the face scrubbies. I do believe I showed the face scrubbies, at least these 2. Yes, these are the ones that I made in the last video. So there's these 2. I still haven't blocked them. I have used them. They work. I just haven't blocked them yet. Everything is going to do one big block, because they're all the same shape, so we're just going to do it all together. So I have 2 of these, and then 1 from before. This was like my 2023 versus 2026. So I have 3 of these. This ball of yarn is finished because of these ones. So there. And then I have a little one in this, also kind of an Eastery, but kind of just like springy. It's like orange, purples, pinks on the white. I got this one out of the skein of yarn, and then I have this one, which is just, again, almost like it's smaller. So these ones will probably just go into with the face cloths. So I got 2 of these out of the last of this skein of yarn. I did end up having like a small ball of this left. So depending, I may try to make another makeup scrubber, or I might just, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not planning things out with my little scrubbers yet, or my little balls yet. I have a jar accumulating after the jar is the same size as this. And all of my balls of yarn that are like, you know, I'm not even gonna say baseball, like literally like that or smaller, that don't end up in my scrap, like cutoffs jar for stuffings, end up in another jar for me to decide if I want to just turn them all into stuffing, or if there's something else that I can do with them. So right now, what is left of this is in that pile. So I'm counting it, okay? We've done this one as well. So that is 3 that we have officially finished. But on that note, I did also have a blue one of this one, like this size, I guess. And the last thing that I tried, we have a gas stove, and the top of it, like if anything falls underneath of it while you're cooking, it literally just cooks it so quick because the flame is right there. So we have to scrub pretty hard. And I seen somebody that was like an upcycling, recycling idea where they take like, you know, the avocado bags or the lime bags. Like when you buy bulk fruits and vegetables, you like the plastic bag that they come in. So this one's from an avocado bag. And then I just took the green cotton yarn that I was talking about and I like trimmed it around the side. It's really badly done, okay? I actually hated this project. This took me an hour and a half to do, and it's not even like fully good. It like really sucks. But it's long enough for my fingers and I can get in there and scrub, and I'm hoping I can figure out how to clean off that stove because it drives me bonkers. Because it's clean. I know it's clean. I've cleaned it. We've wiped it down. We've soap and watered it. But it just looks, you know, it looks. But I'm hoping that this with like some baking soda and Dawn just scrubbing the crap out of her will be really helpful. And now I hated making this, so I'm hoping I only have to make one every few months to do it, because obviously you can't sanitize plastic, which, you know, I was worried that maybe this would feel like a waste of cotton yarn, but honestly, it's not a waste to me if I get to use it for what its intended purpose. This was made to utilize something plastic, but I also knew it wasn't going to be like a long term, like a face cloth. Like I knew that this was going to end up in the trash one day, but I'm okay sacrificing like 15 cents of yarn to get my oven looking pretty. So having said that, we finished 10 projects this week. The green is nowhere near done. I have so much of that green. It's actually what I was doing the stems of my flower, not this flower. Actually, there is some of it in this flower as well. But if this is the green that I was using for the flower stems of my flower bouquet that I've previously talked about, I think in a couple videos now. And I did finally finish the one ball of yarn for the last flower in it. Now I have to use the cotton yarn to do the leaf stems and stuff. So it's an ongoing process, and I'm not mad about it. Not mad about it at all. But it's a process, okay? It's a process. You know, it's a cow farm. You're going to have cows. It's a process. You can't do everything at once. And especially when you already have bad joints and stuff, you have to take the care for when your body tells you enough is enough. And when I tell you my body is telling me enough is enough after 10 projects this week, I'm listening to it. So I'm taking the day off, hence why I made some little snow globies. I really do just love these little guys. They're so fun. I can't even get him to face the right way. There we go. I was facing him backwards. He's so fun. I wish I had like something white in the bottom that could have actually made it look like snow, but it's a vibe. So, and then I get to just sit here. I find it funny that I made these at the tail end of winter, but it's okay because now they can just sit in my bath. They can sit in my jewelry box for next winter, and now I have winter earrings again. And these are very cutesy, and I feel like they're not really themed. Like they're winter themed, but you know, it's not like there's gnomes one Christmas and then it's reindeer the next Christmas. Like this is a snowman, okay? This is classic. He stays, and these will be with me now until I decide I don't want to participate in the winter, which will never be never. Which will be never. Sorry guys, I'm on midnights. I'm in the middle of my midnight shift rotation, hence why I didn't do last weekend. I was so tired trying to do this split, but I am after this weekend going to day shift, so midnights to days is never fun. So I'm going to work on filming bits throughout the week of other crafting I'm doing to make next week's Valentine's video, which isn't even actually going to be a proper Valentine's video because I'm not making anything really Valentine's-y. I'm just making stuff for myself right now because I can. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here so you guys don't get totally bored of me. But I'm pretty happy to say that as of right now, with just the cotton balls of yarn, I'm gonna count 4 because I will end up just finishing the yellow. So we're finished 4 cotton skeins, and that's incredible to me. I'm really trying to go through this, and I've been planning out future projects that are coming. I'm designing shirts and like cardigans and stuff for spring so I can really just enjoying myself. I've been doing really good sticking to my no clothing buying in 2026. Besides my work boots, which I fully give myself allowance and intention with buying those. I needed new ones. My other shoes are shredded. And when I say shredded, I mean like the steel plate is literally visible in my other ones. And I can't keep sewing it up. So I needed new ones. I bought new ones. It's a work expense. I'm not even counting it as a clothing expense. It's a work expense. But so for 2026, we are not buying clothing. So we are getting out the sewing. We're doing crocheting, upcycling. I actually have an upcycle project that I'm planning to put in next weekend's video. So I'm hoping you like it. But yeah, we're going to leave this video here. I'm going to wish you guys a safe week. And if you're watching the Super Bowl, have fun, I guess. It's not my cup of tea, but whoever wins, wins, I guess. Good luck to you, whichever team you participate in cheering for, I guess. It's been a long day, guys, and it's only 5 o'clock. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great week. And if you like this kind of stuff, or if you want me to just go back to my other yapping videos about like finances or weight loss, which I will be doing an updated weight loss video soon. I'm working on that, putting it together and making sure that I have all of my eggs in a basket before I try to film that again. I've got a lot of people reaching out to me to ask about it, so this way I can put it all in one big video, whether it's a half an hour or it's an hour. You guys are going to get all of the information that I can give and what I'm still learning about, and yeah, I think that's fair. February is a month of trying to get stuff done, so we're getting stuff done. Anyways, enjoy your football if you're watching. If you're not, enjoy your Sunday night. And let's all be prepared for the week ahead of us. Love y'all. Bye.